y'all, what's going on? Today's video, show you a few things I reckon, and talk about stuff. Right now I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming at exit 370. Now there is a T. Joe's Steakhouse here. Me and Tony was coming up, was going to plan on eating lunch here anyway, but we went to Laramie, took a shower, and then come up here. As it was coming up to here, we seen the interstate was closed. They got the bars across the interstate. They are closed, and we had to use full, when we got off the interstate, there was 18-wheelers all down the sides because nowhere to go. This is the last exit, and there is a small truck stop over here, Sap Brothers. And there's a road that goes down to the Sap Brothers. In front of it is T. Joe's Steakhouse. Now T. Joe's is right beside Sap Brothers, so you can park there if you are loaded, or you can still get in here. This is probably one of the best steaks that I have found up and down Interstate 80. Exit 370, Wyoming. If y'all want to check it out, I'll put a picture of the steak that I had for lunch yesterday. Now, there was so many jackknifes, wrecks, trucks, and all this stuff, you couldn't get in it. I mean, you couldn't get on the road. There were they were stacked up three solid beside each other. And a jackknife truck was trying to get out of there up against the pole. It was a mess. So what we had to do, there was a ditch in the embankment, pretty good slant there. So put it in 4-wheel drive and went through the ditch, and then got over here to T. Joe's Steakhouse. And that's where we're at in this parking lot. So we got over here about 1:30 yesterday. It's 10:04 here right now. Don't know when the interstate's going to open up. I do know that from Grand Island here it was closed, so that's a lot of miles. I heard in some spots on the other end they tried to open it up, then some 18-wheelers got into each other, jackknifed and all that stuff, and they had to close it back down because there was another mess. That's why it's very important, y'all, to have food in your truck. Food and water, drinks, whatever. Because I got a freezer underneath my bed. I got my refrigerator over here. So I got, food that's frozen. I got my cooker. That's how I'm cooking stuff. Like this morning I cooked 2 chicken biscuits, 2 fried pieces of bologna. And have my coffee. Because see, if you're stranded like at a truck stop, and which you can go in and get stuff, but if you're stranded somewhere at a rest area or they close the interstate down, there ain't no truck stop, you're just on the side of the road, you need to wait to have food. If you don't have a freezer where you can bring freezer stuff, if you got room, maybe check into that. The one I got, which I'll leave down the link, is like 19, works perfect in between underneath my bed, right here where the console is, straight back, keeps the bed up. So all I gotta do is put my arm in there, raise the bed up, and I can get whatever I want out of my freezer. Like tonight, I'm probably gonna thaw out my lasagna, have some lasagna. My sandwich maker put pepperonis in it too, lasagna with pepperonis. I've already ate it once this week, and it was good. And then, I got all my stuff in the refrigerator. My sun drops, my pickles, which are getting kind of low. But, gonna be bad as I run out of pickles. But, and I got, sandwich stuff, brock, stuff like that stays in the refrigerator. I got them in the refrigerator. And I'm able to cook. So, even if you don't have access to freezer, or you have a small freezer and you can't fit a lot of stuff, or if you run out, it's always really good. Like underneath my bunk on the other side, I have like a bunch of beef stew, chili, tomato soup, chicken soup, and I'll keep veiny sausages, potted meat. You can keep tuna. There's all kind of stuff you can keep that will not go bad. And yes, y'all see I got junk written across this because I just got off the phone with Ram, kind of aggravated right now. I'll save that for another video. I'll save that for another video. But I want to show you a little bit of this parking lot, how everything is. And also, I had a comment earlier on about fuel, saving fuel. All right, whenever you get to places where you can, like in the summertime, I have a fan that I can charge up and I put on, and I don't have to idle my truck all the time unless it's extremely hot. That helps save fuel. Cut the truck off whenever you can, help save fuel. But you can't freeze to death and you can't sweat to death. So there's got also, you can do what you can. Yes, you can get generators and put a generator in your truck run the extension cord underneath the drain, bring it in, and you can buy other stuff. There's, air conditioners and stuff you can put in there. But, like some of the ones I'll check in, they're kind of expensive but work really good, and eventually over time will save you money. But the way RV transport is right now, it might take a long time because it's not good right now. Definitely not something to get into right now anyway. Now, another thing, the email that come out yesterday about Synergy, Indiana, stuff like that, rumors going around where Synergy bought Indiana. I don't think that's the case. I'm supposed to give y'all my opinion on this. No facts, just my opinion. All right, what's going on is right now they know it's slow. They're trying to save money. They've let a lot of people go in the office, rather let them take their vacation, layoff pays, or just got rid of whoever, and the other people have left to go find other jobs because they're probably not making as much money as they were. Do I think? All right, Patriot Interstate owns Indiana Transport and Synergy, and Indiana Transport is bigger. Synergy is our sister company. Now, Middlebury is our biggest yard, so we're keeping that yard. And the one that we hadn't gotten, they closed pretty much the rest of them. But the one we had in Goshen, they closed it down because Synergy has a yard in Goshen as well. So why pay for two different lots when we don't have enough campers to fill one? So you got to think about that. They're doing it to save money. But it also lets me know to raise an eyebrow out if that means if they're trying to save money on the rent from all these yards, then they don't know when it's going to come back. Just to be honest with you, this is, like I said, this is my opinion. Because if they knew it was going to come back in January, like they were saying, and it was supposed to come booming, like they were saying, lots of loads for all these people, then they wouldn't be cutting these yards loose. So that's the bad thing about it. I think it's going to get slower for a while. I don't think it's going to pick up for a while, in my opinion. And if it does, I don't think it's going to come back nowhere like it did. The low board will not look like it did when I first started and worked here for almost 2 years. I think them times are gone. Interest rates are too high. The economy's in bad shape. Just throwing out that stuff, and they're still fighting over because they still got all the 22s in the yard, and everybody wants the 23s. Whoever can afford to buy a camper right now, they're not wanting to make them because they're thinking they're losing money, which in my opinion is their fault. They shouldn't have built all those 22s. So to me, that's kind of on them, but they don't see it that way. They're not going to lose money like that, and they haven't been giving camper discounts to people to want to go out to even buy campers, especially the way the economy is right now. So that's my intake on that. That's just, like I said, no proof, just my opinion on being out here, seeing what I see going on, and been in trucking for 24 years, going on 25 now. But there's some, I'm supposed to get out and show you, like I said, some of the stuff that I'm out right now. But I wanted to put the food stuff out there, and the fuel thing, I put it out there because I had a comment on it. It's not really a whole lot to saving fuel. The biggest thing about saving your fuel is plan your trip. If you pick one up in Indiana, you're going to California, get on your fuel app. See where all your cheap is, because I've run the areas on both sides. I pretty much know where to go to get my fuel. The biggest discounts, and they do switch the discounts up, so you need to be aware of that, and that way you can stay on there and look, because looking for the biggest discounts will save you the money, and hauling the most in your fuel auxiliary tank also can help save you money. Your auxiliary tank will also pay for itself in a matter of no time in doing this. Now, said all that, do I advise anybody get in RV transport right now? The answer is absolutely no. My honest opinion, no. But we're stuck here. Don't know when the Interstate's going to open up. I'm going to get out and show you some details. But it was funny because, like I said, I'm in a steakhouse parking lot, stuck right now. And there was a bull hauler that come in here with a load of cows on. And he backed up. He's over here beside me. And those poor cows, I felt sorry for them. No eat, they can't drink. They've been over there all day. I mean, part of the day yesterday, all night, and still here today. I mean, nothing to eat, nothing to drink. They can't get out. And the bad thing about it, they got to sit there and stare at the steakhouse. They have to stay in that trailer too much more longer. They might think the easy way to go is in that steakhouse, go and get it over with. But fresh steak, y'all. But I'm gonna get out and show y'all a little bit and tell me what you're thinking, your opinions. All right, everybody. Got out of the truck. I didn't want to. It's cold. Look, there's the moo-moos I was telling you about. There's Blue. Junk. Don't buy a 2022 Ram 2500. And definitely don't mess with Ram. They don't do a whole lot of help. There's Tony Park with a Chevrolet. Still doing good. And them tires he's got, y'all, them things really work. We was coming through some stuff. I'm fixing to walk up here. We come through a lot of bull crap. And them tires done really good. I'm gonna show you the ditch. We had to come through a ditch to get in this parking lot. Looked like a lot of the 18-wheelers have done. Oh, I should have put my cleats on. I got cleats. I put them down linked below. Don't do no good unless you put them on them. I about caught myself on camera busting my butt. But I'm gonna show y'all the ditch. Of course, the guy in a pickup truck, after we come down, realized that was the only way to get through. The workers couldn't come to work. People couldn't get out. So they just took a plow down the ditch. So it don't look like it did yesterday. And I did get out yesterday and help push cars that were stuck, just because I was bored and didn't have nothing else to do. And I don't want nobody being stuck out in this. But it's kind of a sucky situation, but it is transportation. Y'all, here's the driveway. Now, these were stacked, 18-wheelers were stacked 3 wide all the way down. But you see some now is trying to move, going back the other way. See, there's the interstate right there. Nothing on it. Everything's still shut down. And right there, that's the ditch. Had him put it in 4-wheel drive way up there from the road and cut down through his ditch. And like I said, they done plowed that down. This was very high. And you see the snow? The snow is pretty thick in places that ain't already got packed down. But this is TJ's Steakhouse. Don't let the outside fool you. One of the best steaks around here. Exit 370, Wyoming, Interstate 80. And this is where there's the poor moo-moos and the 18-wheelers that packed in here. Fresh steak, y'all. But I'm parked on the in between all that. But I was wanting to show y'all, everybody's going slow, spinning out. This right here is very slick. Ain't nothing but ice underneath that, which I should have my cleats on, but I do not. I forgot. My wife watches this video. She's gonna get on to me, my sandwich maker. Interstates are still shut down. Don't know when they're gonna open back up. Oh, I did it again. I'm gonna get back to the truck and put my cleats on and get back in it. But this is what we're dealing with. This is what you deal with. No matter what kind of transportation that you're in, be prepared. Always have food, always have water and pickles. Don't run out of pickles. Because you never know. If they shut this down, one exit down below, we would be on the side of the road. We wouldn't be able to get to a truck stop, rest area, and there's a lot of them that are parked on the side of the road. They can't get to nothing. So I hope they got something to drink, and I hope they got food and everything, because it could turn into a bad situation. You know, it's been closed almost 24 hours. Well, it's probably been closed over 24 hours because it was closed even when we got here. And fuel, y'all. Luckily, the fuel stop is way over here. But, you know, you really don't know if how long you're gonna be here, so how much fuel you're gonna need. That's one good thing. The auxiliary tanks come in handy. So what I've been doing is running the truck to keep warm because it is very cold out here. I'll turn on my auxiliary tank and fill up the truck, cut it back off, and with a 72 gallon I can do that 2 times. So I should be okay until it opens back up. Then I'll have to go somewhere, figure out where to get more fuel. And like I said, here I am. KO2's done really good. Tony's tires, they done really good. Both trucks are nasty. And I don't know if y'all can tell, it's deep. But anyway, even though Blue don't deserve it, it does need a bath. Alright, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this little video and the tips and everything. So if you did, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you everybody for viewing my videos, watching them, and commenting. Helps the channel out a lot. I really do appreciate it. Y'all be careful out there, especially if you're on Interstate 80. Y'all be safe. See y'all next one.